In today's video, we finally spay Candy after a lifetime of mistreatment and who knows how many unwanted pregnancies. This beautiful dog will definitely leave all that behind. No more going through that again. Candy will only has good things awaiting for her, but to be completely sure of it, first she will have to do a quick visit through the surgery room. After the day at the beach that we spent with Candy, in which, as you may remember, she had a blast, and in view of how much she had liked to leave the house and run freely beyond our little garden, we began to get her as much as we could to different parks, since we had finished with the treatment to suppress the creation of breast milk, and Candy had an appointment for spaying in just a few days. So before going into the surgery room with the consequent post-operative period that would entail, we took advantage of the days we had before the appointment to give Candy some good walks. And this lady is really enjoying going outside. So much that at the end of the video we are going to surprise you with the place we are taking her to. But for now, Candy will enjoy one last little walk like crazy before her surgery. The moment arrived. Candy jumped into the car. Of course, now the poor thing thinks we are going to the park again, but where would we go today? She wouldn't like it so much. We headed to the hospital and we left her in very good hands, leaving the professionals to do what they had to do. Because, do you see these 8 precious puppies? Well, I assure you that they were the last that Candy brought to this universe. A little while later, as they told us from the hospital that everything had turned out perfectly and that Candy was already awake, we went to pick up our queen, who instead of a crown, she had a huge cone of shame on her, which was going to help us a lot so that in addition to not sucking the wound, it will stop sucking and scratching the areas of her skin that we are trying to recover. With Candy's spaying, we give way to the last phase of this beautiful story. Well, after all that we have lived together, and now with all her puppies living with the beautiful families that adopted them, we only had this step left, before finding a super family for this beautiful dog who deserves it so much. Candy is a super good dog, loving and playful, and she deserves the best for the rest of her life. Arriving home, Bonnie did a complete inspection because we had taken Candy and she had stayed at home. How could that be possible? But what she still doesn't know is that very soon her time will come too. As they told us at the hospital that could be happening, indeed, Candy was quite decayed for the rest of the day, but her scar looked very well, and we will do everything on our part so that she will recover in the best way. During the first 5 days that they told us that Candy had to rest as much as possible, we preferred to avoid the baths that we are giving her to treat her skin problems. But we continue with the cream that the vet prescribed us, and it seems that it is starting to look a little improvement. And unlike the bath, which is terrifying for her, Candy quite likes everything that has to do with groping hair. The one who had the worst time during the following days was Bonnie. was already very used to putting Candy to play, and they both went crazy running and jumping. So they had to adapt to the new conditions, and boy did they do it. Both of them in the same bed and playing very slowly, and as I've already commented in previous videos, these two love each other a lot. And I can't imagine how they are going to miss each other when Candy finds her forever home. Which, by the way, if you would like to adopt this beautiful dog, please write us an email. Candy is the sweetest dog and she has a lot of love to give. The days passed, and after the 5th, the truth is that Candy's scar was very well. So we were increasing the time without the con, although always under supervision, but the truth is that Candy was already great.
Muy bien. Muy bien. Candy.
But as I said before, the cone was going to help us not only so that the spaying scar would not be sucked, but also so that it would not scratch her skin so much. So we kept leaving it for a while longer, to the point where it stopped being a problem to play. There is nothing to stopping these two crazy girls. Definitely, Candy was fully recovered. We gave her a good bath, and now she earned the right again to a little bit of bed, with Rebe, Bonnie, and the grumpy Buster, who seems to be a little less distant lately. It seems that he is gradually understanding this fostering dogs dynamic that we have at home already for a year. And as promised is debt, we are going to leave you with a little adventure that we had with our queen. To celebrate that Candy was back to 100%, we decided to organize a camping trip where we will take all the pack to have a great time in the mountains. You can watch the video on our other channel, Explore the Map, in which we upload our adventures through this beautiful country and some others. We leave you the link to the video below in the description, as well as in the upper right corner where you can click to go directly. Thank you very much for joining us in one more video. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you like what we do. I send you a huge hug and see you very soon.